Hey guys, and today we are reacting to the movie trailer to He-Man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have low expectations for this movie. It's just one of the more, it's like one of the more sci-fi or not sci-fi, uh, fantasy ones that are coming out this year that I could find for a movie trailer. So I was like, okay, let's watch this then. And so it let me just explain my history with watching He-Man. When I was living in a shelter one time ago, this TV, we didn't have Netflix or anything, so what we would have to watch, it was on TV. So, scrolling through shows and shows and shows, I accidentally stumbled onto Cubo. If no one knows what Cubo is, Cubo is a, basically a channel, just like Disney, like an entire. It has an entire thing where they have movies, well, no, shows that they release or show into them. So they show like a lot of old shows and stuff. And Cubo was an all around thing because when it turned to middle of the night, it turned to middle of the night Cubo. And that was really fun. Because you would seen some stuff, like I think there was like Jane the Dragon. I think there was something called Bug Riders or something like that, or Bug Tamers. I forget what they were, but basically, it's an entire animation one. And they would see these wild and big giant bugs, and they would tame them and bring them into a natural habitat. And like a lot of these bugs were practically like the size of most houses. I think that there was like some bugs that were the size of most mansions, so they were huge to say the least. I remember one in there that I used to like. Well, ish. It was about this girl who, for some reason, her dad was so cool with her having a bunch of zoo animals this with her all the time in her backyard, and that was her entire adventure, is that she could talk to these animals and no one understood what these animals were saying, and she was friends with a lot of things. She was friends with a crocodile. And yeah, it was just this animation show. It was pretty sweet, pretty innocent. I believe He-Man came out on Midnight Cubo. I forget what time and whatever. And I didn't really like it as much. It was like okay and stuff. I could get it, but I didn't like it. And then there was She-Ra that came out, and then there was this. Then I didn't realize that She-Ra was related to He-Man. I was like, oh, that's amazing. I didn't realize. Still, I was bored watching both. So, and this is like their first time making a live action He-Man. So we were going to react to the movie trailer. Hopefully, there is no songs in here that is copyrighted. Hopefully. So yeah, I did watch a good bit
All
of
that
this.
stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
Basically, the off-brand Superman and Sonic the Hedgehog thing. I send you away. Well, technically, Sonic was sent away in the movies, let's be honest here. So yeah, and he was sent into Earth.
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
Fuck human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
Okay, so for what I could get from most of this trailer is this. It's more of his planet got, or not his realm got attacked, and he was sent to another realm where magic and stuff technically doesn't exist there, or hasn't been seen there. And now, I guess this person goes and finds him to free the land and stuff, and for him to take his rightful place on the throne. Okay. So I know most of the characters, for He-Man at least. So let me see here. We have the Tiger, who I'm assuming is still a coward, because he's supposed to be the coward's tiger. I don't even remember there was a robot in the show that there was in the team. I recognize this. I recognize this very much. So they just turn him black, but I don't really give a shit. The amount of people who are probably gonna whine about it and be like, he's supposed to be white. Just let's be quiet at this point. You're like the people who keep on complaining about someone casting someone as a different skin color than the original characters is just fucking stupid to me. For many reasons, and morally, I find it stupid because your opinion is not gonna fucking change the fact that the character is fucking black, the character is fucking white, and you're not gonna fucking change it. And morally, it's just a bunch of people just being fucking racist. That's really the more majority of it, and then the giant majority of it is just people who care about the quality of the show or whatever, to care about this and that. It's stupid. I find it stupid. I do not partake in such actions.
What am I supposed to do? Take the sword. You protect them.
Okay. Like, Skeletor at least looks pretty good, so... I'm assuming they're going to give Skeletor a more serious voice, and not his... I am Skeletor! Is that actually, like, a good impression of Skeletor? Actually, hold up, before I end this recording, I'm actually going to search up Skeletor from Grayskull's actual voice. Skeletor from Grayskull's actual voice. Can't speak English. Just lower that down real quick. Come on, get to the voice. Silence, you Freddy fool! I'm tired of your whining and babbling. I don't know. I give that at least a 5 out of 10. It was pretty close though. And I give this at least I give it actually close to 6 out of 10 actually. No, 8 actually. 8 out of 10 because it actually looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty interesting. What I'm hoping for, since I never really got into the whole Grayskull fucking episode, is that me watching this movie, it seems like it has a whole different concept. I can actually dive into this, and it would be like I'm going to instantly fall deeply in love with it. Obviously, it seems like they got all the old villains, because I saw that furry beast in there, and I know who that is. I've seen him in Grayskull. I've only watched like a few episodes because they only showed up in Cuba, but I'm like 100% sure I know that furry beast from anywhere. So in other words, it seems like they're taking a more serious route. And obviously it's supposed to be kiddish, so of course it's going to be a kid, but it's going to be more action packed. It's practically going to be like a Batman budget movie, is what I'm saying. Like it's going to be like the Avengers or like live action Batman or any of the live action superhero movies, budget movies. That's what the vibe is giving for me. Okay, so see you guys later, and I hope you guys will enjoy this one, and I can't wait for me to come back and tell you guys about my experience with it. See you guys later. Crimson Thunder out.